Welcome to our first filming of our newest virtual offering, the Great Trainer Debate. This new monthly feature will be used to discuss topics and trends, but with a twist. Within the fitness industry, there is something for everyone. However, what might work for one person may not work for the next. So while some of you may have tuned in to this video once you saw the title, expecting to see a trainer knock out another trainer, that's not what we're here for. What we are here for is to tell you the pros and cons of today's topic, with the end result being to inform you. So, here today for our first debate is our January 2022 Trainer Spotlight, Allisha Johnson, and to debate her today, Carl Pickering. All right, welcome guys.
Oh yeah.
Welcome. So, today's topic that we're going to discuss is fad diets and caloric intake versus caloric deficit. As the trainer spotlight, and just so we can be gentlemen, we will let Allisha go first.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Patrick. So typically a lot of what people think is I can eat whatever I want as long as I work out. And while some of that may be true, it's also important that if what you're looking for is to burn calories and to create a healthier lifestyle, burn fat, that type of thing, you do want to create a caloric deficit. It's important that you're not overeating and you're staying within a good balance of your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. What fad diets do are introduce a lower percentage of maybe carbohydrates, but you want to create that deficit without going too far below so that you can burn the fat and also burn the calories and not have that excess fat.
Awesome. All right. Carl?
I completely agree with that. Again, it's kind of funny, it's not a knockdown, drag out debate here. But yeah, just to kind of play off of that, you have individuals, I say quite a bit, it's like you can't outwork a bad diet. And people approach that terminology like, oh, I'm on a diet, I'm going on a diet. Just like Allisha said, you end up creating a calorie deficit. All these fad diets, if you look at them consistently, what you see through all of them, whether keto, Mediterranean, and some of them aren't even fad, they've been around for a long time, they create a calorie deficit. That's what they do. That's why, if you do them, they work. The problem you run into is whether or not it's sustainable. If it's something that you can fit within your lifestyle, that you could sustain for a long time, and just continue to do that after you've accomplished your goal. Because if you don't, more than likely you're going to have a big rebound back, which nobody wants either.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Your body has a certain set point. So if you try to reduce your caloric intake too much, and yeah, great, you have your weight loss in the beginning, you're seeing some awesome results, and then all of a sudden you stop that diet or you stop. Maybe you only did it for a month, or maybe you did it for 12 weeks. And once you go back to whatever you were doing before, then your body's like, oh, well, I can't sustain this anymore because I was in too much of a deficit, and now I'm just going to go either rebound back to where I was, or even worse, you're going to gain more. I think the biggest point with any type of diet is making sure you have a good balance and you're creating a lifelong lifestyle change, not just a here and now type of change.
I think a lot of times too, when you're talking about this caloric deficit, because I feel like that's what a lot of people watching are going to take away. So, okay, I need to create a caloric deficit. There we go. Yes, you're correct in that, but if you create too much of a caloric deficit, I've talked to clients before. Allisha, I know you've talked to clients as well. That we start kind of getting into the nitty gritty of nutrition and how they're eating, and I'm not eating a whole lot, or I'm doing that caloric deficit, and the deficit's actually too much, which essentially sends your body into like survival mode and starvation mode. I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody telling me that they're eating, I'm only eating 1,000 calories. It's like, you should, just with base metabolic rate, you should be probably eating closer to 25. And that too can just absolutely spiral you out of control, yo-yo your weight up and down. And a lot of times what people don't realize is you're eating in a deficit. Yes, you may be eating in a deficit, but more than likely without realizing it, you're maybe doing that for 3 or 4 days out of the week. And then the other 3 or 4 days out of the week, you are over-consuming calories and your body's just grabbing everything that it can because you've been starving it essentially. So just important to keep in mind that it's that consistency, sustainability with any new diet or any new trend that you do with your nutrition.
Great. Well, appreciate you guys being here today, getting the information out there. For those of you watching, we do encourage you to do your own research to see what might fit for you. Like I said, everything that is out there may work for some, but not for the others. We also encourage you to seek out either Allisha or Carl or any of our trainers here at Team MK Fitness for more information.